Welcome to From Nothing to Glory. Football, the beautiful game. A sport that brings nations together, shapes heroes, and captures hearts worldwide. But in a world driven by technology, even the most sacred of games cannot escape its touch. What happens when AI starts to dictate the future of football? When the very essence of coaching, training, and tactics is controlled by algorithms? On the pitch, the whispers have already begun. Coaches, once revered for their intuition and experience, are now turning to screens, seeking answers in numbers. A revolution is quietly taking place behind the scenes, and not everyone is ready to embrace it. The game is no longer just about talent and tactics. It's about data. Every pass, every movement, every decision on the field is captured and analyzed. AI isn't just watching the game, it's shaping it. But there's more than meets the eye. The AI revolution isn't just about improving performance. It's about control. Coaches are relying more on algorithms, pushing aside the very instincts that once defined them. Is this progress or a step too far? Once you're reading it, every pass, every move, every tackle is analyzed in real time by AI systems that could soon replace the traditional coach. Whispers from the algorithm become louder with each match. Coaches rely on AI-generated advice to make game-changing decisions. But is the technology getting too close? Is it too influential in shaping the outcome of games? In the near future, the role of the coach could evolve or even disappear entirely. AI coaches may take charge, running training sessions, devising tactics, and making real-time decisions. Is this the future of football? Training grounds have transformed. Coaches no longer have the monopoly on strategy. AI-driven virtual training simulations are now guiding players. The game is becoming more technical, more precise, and yet in many ways more distant. Football has always been a mental game.
Hello.
The psychology of the sport, the pressure, the tactics,
Yes. Woo!
they're as important as the physical side. But now AI is delving deep into the minds of players, predicting their behavior under pressure, helping managers with decisions previously left to instinct. The transfer market is also under AI's watchful eye. Algorithms predict which players will fit best in a team, based on data analysis and performance metrics. But how much of the future of football will be decided by code rather than human insight? The transfer market is also under AI's watchful eye. Algorithms predict which players will fit best in a team based on data analysis and performance metrics. But how much of the future of football will be decided by code rather than human insight? Despite the rise of AI, one thing remains clear: the human touch. The heart of football will always be about passion, intuition, and the unpredictable nature of the game. But as AI becomes more integrated, how much longer will this human factor last? The shadow of AI grows ever larger. Managers are constantly under the pressure to adapt to this new reality. But at what cost? Could the essence of the game, the drama, the unpredictability, be at risk of being lost? Progress comes at a price. In the race to improve, football risks losing its soul. AI may provide advantages, but what about the human connection? The love of the game. Is that something AI can truly understand? As with any revolution, there is resistance. Many believe the rise of AI in football is a threat to the very core of the sport. They fear that too much reliance on technology will dehumanize the game. Football has always been a game of two halves. Now it's a game of two worlds. One powered by human instinct and the other by artificial intelligence. The question is, which side will win? The debate rages on. What happens when the lines between man and machine blur? When decisions made by AI are more accurate than those made by humans? Is this the future we want? There's a delicate balance to be found between human experience and AI precision. The key will be in collaboration. The future of football may depend on how well we can combine the best of both worlds. The future of football remains unwritten. Will AI enhance the beautiful game? Or will it alter it in ways we cannot yet predict? Only time will tell. The choice is ours. The future of football is in our hands. How we shape it, how we embrace technology, and how we preserve the heart of the game will determine what comes next. But even as the digital wave sweeps through football, a deeper question lingers in the background. Who controls the code? If AI is shaping decisions on the pitch, then who's behind the algorithm and what are their interests? AI isn't neutral. It reflects the values and priorities of its creators. Will clubs begin to favor players who perform better under AI metrics? Will flair, creativity, and spontaneity be sacrificed for predictability and efficiency? As AI gains influence, football faces an identity crisis. Are we heading toward a game of perfection or a game of patterns so refined they become robotic? Will we still see the magic of an underdog story? Or will the algorithms filter that out as low probability? Even fans are part of the transformation. Smart stadiums track crowd reactions, adjust music, even recommend chants. The emotional pulse of supporters, once organic and unpredictable, is now something to be measured, mined, and monetized. The fan experience itself is shifting. Personalized content, AI-generated match previews, and predictive outcome models are changing how people engage. Are we watching the match or watching data unfold? And what about referees? With VAR and real-time decision assistance from AI, we're inching closer to a fully automated officiating system. No errors, no delays, no controversy. But some say that without debate, without passion, something vital is lost. Already, youth academies are adopting AI-driven scouting tools. Children as young as 7 are being monitored for biometric potential. Talent is no longer just seen, it's forecast. And with it, childhood dreams are being molded by models and spreadsheets. Imagine a future where a player's entire career is charted by AI before they ever touch the ball in a professional game. Injuries predicted, positions optimized, contract decisions based on simulations. Is this destiny or is it design? The emotional bond between coach and player, once forged in fire and failure, is fading. AI doesn't shout in the locker room. It doesn't celebrate goals. It doesn't put an arm around a player after defeat. Could we see a generation of footballers who never know a human mentor? Who never hear the voice of a manager, only the calculated calm of a machine? Some clubs are embracing this future. They boast AI-led recruitment, automated tactical planning, predictive injury prevention. They're winning. But at what cost? Has the soul of the club changed in pursuit of supremacy? AI could democratize football, bringing elite-level analysis to grassroots clubs. Or it could widen the gap, giving the richest teams access to tools the rest can't afford. Will football remain the people's game? In boardrooms, AI is already making decisions. Ticket pricing, merchandising, even fan engagement campaigns are being fine-tuned by predictive algorithms. Football, once a sport, is now a product, optimized for consumption. Even journalism is evolving. AI writes match reports, creates highlight reels, and filters narratives based on what keeps us watching. Are we getting informed or being subtly guided by patterns we can't see? At the same time, a counter movement is rising. Coaches who reject the data, clubs that prioritize intuition, fans who demand authenticity. They argue that the heart of football cannot be coded, that the chaos is what makes it beautiful. There's a growing debate. Should AI be an assistant or the authority? Where do we draw the line between enhancement and control? Some propose a hybrid future, a collaboration between man and machine, one that amplifies human potential without replacing it. But that balance is delicate, and the scales are already tipping. In training facilities, AI monitors fatigue, hydration, mental state, even stress levels. The intent is to optimize, but the result? Players feel like data points, not people. We must ask, in this pursuit of excellence, are we forgetting what made the game magical in the first place? Football has always evolved, from leather balls to smart balls, from chalkboards to virtual reality. But evolution is not the same as revolution. This shift could redefine the game entirely. The romance of football lives in the unplanned. The late winner, the heroic mistake, the rain-soaked upset. Can a machine ever understand the poetry of the pitch? As the game becomes more calculated, more curated, more coded, what becomes of the stories, the legends, the moments passed down through generations? One thing is certain, football is at a crossroads. The next decade will determine whether AI remains a tool or becomes the architect of the game. In the end, maybe the question isn't whether AI belongs in football. It's whether football can remain football without the raw human spirit that made it the world's game.